Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Tribune News on Q. Your go-to morning news source only here at Daily Tribune. We're live on Daily Tribune's Facebook page, Daily Tribune page on YouTube, and at Daily Tribune Official on TikTok. For our headlines, the expanded 4PH program is now yielding positive results, reaching wider range of beneficiaries with a host of different options. The Department of Foreign Affairs has declined to comment further on the sanctions imposed by the Chinese government against Defense Secretary Gilbert Teodoro Jr. and his family. President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. has called for a special session of Congress to fast-track priority measures of his administration, a move that could break the week-long leadership impasse in the Senate under Proclamation Number 1318. Senator Win Gatchalian has formally assumed the position of Senate President on Wednesday, marking a shift in leadership at the upper chamber as lawmakers reorganize priorities for the remaining session. The Justice Department says anyone who helped Senator Ronald Bato de la Rosa evade arrest over an ICC warrant could face criminal charges. CTCo Renewable Energy Corporation has declared its first cash dividend since going public, following strong earning growth. Malacanang on Thursday rejected claims by Davao City Representative Paulo Duterte that the Marcos administration is weaponizing the International Criminal Court against its political opponents. The Philippine Pickleball Federation is forming a strong delegation for the inaugural Pickleball World Cup in Da Nang, Vietnam from 30 August to 6 September. Ernest John Obiena started his outdoor season with a silver medal at the Eurowings Flight Circus in Dusseldorf, Germany on Monday. Filipino content creator Esnir is earning widespread praise from viewers after unveiling a new installment of his popular school-themed YouTube series. Today is the 20th day of June 2026, Saturday. I'm Kate Villar, bringing you this week's top stories. Let's get started. The expanded 4PH program is now yielding positive results, reaching wider range of beneficiaries with a host of different options. To date, 2,010 MSUs have been delivered with 5,760 total units projected nationwide, reflecting DHSUD's continued commitment to providing not only shelter but also hope and dignity to affected communities. The Department of Foreign Affairs has declined to comment further on the sanctions imposed by the Chinese government against Defense Secretary Gilbert Teodoro Jr. and his family, even as some individuals and groups have condemned Beijing's move. Very briefly, I will reiterate what the Secretary has already said about that, so I will put it there. DFA's Assistant Secretary for ASEAN Affairs and spokesperson for ASEAN 2026, Dominic Javier Imperial, told Daily Tribune in a palace press briefing on Monday. Last week, the DFA called the sanctions an unfriendly act that further complicates our bilateral relations. President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. has called for a special session of Congress to fast-track priority measures of his administration, a move that could break the week-long leadership impasse in the Senate under Proclamation Number 1318. Signed and issued on Monday, Marcos directed Congress to convene in a special session on 17 June. He invoked Section 15, Article 6 of the Constitution, which allows the President to summon lawmakers to address urgent matters during their break. Senator Win Gatchalian has formally assumed the position of Senate President on Wednesday, marking a shift in leadership at the upper chamber as lawmakers reorganize priorities for the remaining session. In a plenary session on Wednesday, senators voted to install Win Gatchalian as the new head of the chamber, following a leadership transition that reshaped the Senate's majority alignment, including Senator Vicente Soto as the new Senate President pro tempore. The change in leadership comes amid ongoing legislative discussions on key national measures, with members of the chamber expected to realign committee chairmanship and pending bills under the new leadership. The Department of Justice says anyone who helped Senator Ronald Bato de la Rosa evade arrest following the release of an international criminal court warrant may face criminal liability. Acting Justice Secretary Frederick Vida said in a special panel of prosecutors found that the NBI had attempted to serve the warrant and that no attack occurred at the Senate on the night of May 13. The findings were based on evidence from law enforcement agencies, media reports, and an inspection of the GSIS premises. Vida said the investigation remains ongoing and assured the public that it will be conducted professionally and without bias. Citico Renewable Energy Corporation has declared its first cash dividend since listing on the Philippine Stock Exchange in 2024. The company's board approved 250 million pesos dividend, equivalent to 0.0224 per share, following strong financial results in 2025. CREC reported a consolidated net income of 1.15 billion pesos as it continued expanding its renewable energy portfolio. The company said the dividend reflects its commitment to balancing growth investments with shareholder returns. Malacanang on Thursday rejected claims by Davao City Representative Paulo Duterte that the Marcos administration is weaponizing the International Criminal Court against its political opponents. Duterte made the remarks following unconfirmed reports that arrest warrants had already been issued against Senator Christopher Bongo and two former police officials. Castro also noted that there is an existing law that allows the Philippines to surrender respondents to an international court, referring to Republic Act No. 9851 or the Philippine Act on Crimes Against International Humanitarian Law, Genocide, and Other Crimes Against Humanity. The Philippine Pickleball Federation is forming a strong delegation for the inaugural Pickleball World Cup in Da Nang, Vietnam from 30 August to 6 September. PPF President Sherry Ann Koo said in an episode of Off the Court on Thursday that the Philippines is expected to emerge as one of the favorites in the inaugural tournament. More than 80 countries are expected to participate. I personally believe, and many coaches, high-performance coaches, athletes, and other professionals from other countries agree that the Philippines has a strong chance to perform well and become one of the top nations in pickleball on the world stage, Koo said in the weekly online sports show hosted by Daily Tribune. Ernest John Obiena started his outdoor season with a silver medal at the Eurowings Flight Circus in Dusseldorf, Germany on Monday. Obiena, 30, cleared 5.74 meters as he made G podium since moving his base from Formia, Italy to Athens. Chris Nielsen of United States won the tournament after clearing 5.83 meters, while Absel Salam of Qatar took the bronze medal as he tallied 4.65 meters. Filipino content creator Asnir is earning widespread praise from viewers after unveiling a new installment of his popular school-themed YouTube series, a production many fans describe as rivaling mainstream film and television projects. Leading the roster is comedy superstar Vice Ganda, joined by fan favorite love team Don Bell, actor Enchong Di, former Pinoy Big Brother housemates, and several other recognizable personalities from the entertainment industry. The ambitious collaboration has sparked enthusiastic reactions online, with netizens applauding the creator's ability to transform a YouTube production into a major entertainment event. That's all for now. Join us again tomorrow at 11 a.m. Still here on Daily Tribune's Facebook page, Daily Tribune page on YouTube, and at Daily Tribune Official on TikTok. Also, catch the diva that you love, Alvin Ignacio, and Ultra Maldita Alex Brosas later and tomorrow 4 p.m. for DT Show on Diario Tirada Facebook page and YouTube channel. Once again, I'm Kate Villar, and this has been Tribune News on Q.